Matt Reeves' The Batman is probably one of the most anticipated movies of the year. As director and writer, he has chosen to deliver a Batman movie we have not yet seen before on the big screen. This is not an origins Batman story, but as Matt Reeves puts it, it is the Batman inspired by 1970s cinema, 1980s comic books and Nirvana, or more specifically Kurt Cobain. This Batman is based on the comic Batman, Year One, the 1987 4-issue run by writer Frank Miller and artist David Mazzucchelli that showed a young and in turmoil Bruce Wayne figuring out how to be a vigilante. The tone is detective noir and the violence is street level and nasty. Highly entertaining, in other words. However, Matt Reeves says calling Batman Year One realistic would be a stretch. But it is somewhere near as realistic as a comic book about a mentally dubious loner who puts on a disguise and begins hunting criminals come night. This proto-Batman underestimates his opponents, gets shot by the police, and his costume doesn't fit. Actor Robert Pattinson dons the cape and the cowl in Matt Reeves' vision of the Batman. His smudged eyeliner and brooding character is super intentional. Reeves said this Batman's tortured persona is directly inspired by the late Nirvana singer Kurt Cobain. Batman's drug is his addiction to this drive for revenge for the murder of his parents, which he witnesses firsthand. Bruce Wayne, on the flip side, is like a reckless rock star in a decaying manner. Batman's main opponent in the Batman is the Riddler. Not the Jim Carrey version in the lime green catsuit covered in question marks from Val Kilmer's 1995 Batman Forever, but a costume-less, schlubby Paul Dano interpretation, who communicates with the police via ciphers, based on the Zodiac Killer. Batman is one superhero without superpowers, but he is the world's greatest detective. The film also stars Zoe Kravitz as Selina Kyle, who is also Catwoman, who is coincidentally Jason Momoa's Aquaman's stepdaughter. She watched cat fights to play the role of Catwoman. As Selina Kyle, or Catwoman, her skill is being fast and tricky, the feline martial artist, if you like, that moves with precision and a purpose rooted in the character's emotional state. She is the fledgling femme fatale moving stealthily in the shadows around Robert Pattinson's brooding Batman. This is an origin story for Selina. It's the beginning of her figuring out who she is, beyond just someone trying to survive. The film features Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Colin is unrecognizable under all that makeup and a fat suit that turns him into Matt Reeves' vision of the most unnerving Penguin. But his on-screen time is only 9 minutes of a 3-hour-long movie. The recent test screener was 4 hours long and that went down a treat. So just maybe, one day we will get to see the 4-hour version on HBO Max. We know it is out there. Thanks to the multiverse being explored in the upcoming The Flash movie, we have Ben Affleck's middle-aged Batman, Michael Keaton's older Batman, and now Robert Pattinson's young, fresh-faced Batman. The prospect of them meeting and working with one another in a future movie should be wetting your lips right now. You know it has to happen. Or will Warner Brothers and DC keep Matt Reeves's The Batman entirely separate because of the dark, violent, horror-esque tone and feel audiences will get to experience with a Batman movie for the first time? The Batman hits cinemas only on the 4th of March 2022. So not long to wait now for one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and notification icon, so you do not miss out on future videos on The Flash movie, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Mandalorian Season 3, hot entertainment news and much more.